Good evening, this is Giuseppe Basile. I'm the analyst and trader. You can find at the blog FibonacciStalking.com. I also post regularly on Twitter using the @FibStalker nickname. Good evening. Today is Thursday, February the 7th, 2013. It's 11 p.m. Italian time. To remind you, the Italian time is GMT +1. This is a video analysis for the EURFX continuous contract aligned to the March 2013 expiration. And today was quite an important day because we had failure of the extension long on the weekly chart, as I'm going to show you in the following. So this analysis is going to be a little bit longer because I want to check what happened and where the price could be headed after the violation that we had. Those who follow me know that we have been looking at this level of support, the 134.60 area that traded on Tuesday. The low was 34.62, and the problem is that price went higher in a secondary test today. The move failed the 33.94. I had indicated the 33.90 as a level of failure, and price went below it to 133.74. So that is not something I was anticipating, of course, but as we know, we can always expect anything from the market. So you should always be positioned in a way that when things do not go as we plan, you don't get hurt. And of course, there were losses today. I had a loss as well, but I had built gains during all this move higher. So it's not really a big deal. What is important is to try to understand where price can move now, and things get a little bit more difficult. So at the moment, we have to consider that if we look at this chart from the lows of July to highs in September, we have a first measure move here which hit targets in 134.41, and then the extension failed. So when the extension failed, all the move fails according to current trading rules, and that means that on one side we could see a full retracement of the full move from the lows to highs. So one potential level of support that we can identify on the weekly chart is the 128-129 area. However, we have to focus also on the inner move, this move that started in mid of November and ended at the beginning of February. So how we decompose this move? Those who follow me know that we had a first measure move here. I'm going to remove the lower area of support here, just to make it clearer. And we had this 130 area of support that brought price into the 134.70. But if we zoom out, we can see here that this move actually reached the second target in the 137.20 area, and that was it on February the 1st. Now this is something that I partially overlooked because we had support on Tuesday. Again, I'm going to show you the support here, and that was the green bar that we had on Tuesday. So I assumed that the anchor in the 130.197, 132 area was the one that was being used by the program chain. And actually this anchor provided a trace at the 34.60 that actually provided support to price. However, as we hit the second target on the on this inner move with support in 130, our rules also say that we have to trace the extension long, and this extension long actually, as we can see here, failed the very same day in which price got support from the trace on the weekly. So here we have we had two programs working in a different way. On the weekly chart, we had the program supporting price on Tuesday, supporting lows in the 3460 area that I've showed you before. So one program was actually on the weekly chart was supporting price, but the other program on the daily chart, on this inner move here, saw a failure, as we can see here. So it saw the program saw the 61 level failed here by a few pips, and so the program on the daily chart started trading on the short side. And those who read my articles on program trading and HFT know that program trading is active on all the time frames and is actually trading in opposite ways as well, and that's exactly what happened here. Of course, I have overlooked this because I didn't notice that on the daily time frame we had failure of the next extension short. So again, when that happens, what we expect price to trace into this 132 level, and that's where the failure on the daily chart would bring price. So that's my current target at the moment. And as we can see, we have short setups that could bring price into that 132 level. We also have to notice that we have a very close level of support, and this support could also push price higher. However, I don't personally trust this support in the 133.60 area very much, because my rules say that the next support is in the 132 area. So that's what I'm going to target in the coming days. And what I will do, I will leave on the chart, I will leave this level of support here, the 33.60 area. I will leave it indicated by a broken line, blue broken line here, and below 32.74 the test of the 132 area will be certain. So what I want to do now, I will want to see this move lower to continue, and without finding support in the 33.58. We find support at this area, it's possible that the price will invert, and we will get confirmation of this support area only if price goes above 135.80, and otherwise, I expect price to continue lower, and the continuation could come in extensions, although price could also come back to test this 135.40 area of resistance and then keep moving lower. However, having seen the strength in the dollar at the moment, I'm not sure that the euro price can actually make it all the way up into the 35.40. I want to show you on the 4-hour chart at the current setup, and this is the short in the 3580, which I overlooked, and it hit targets today in the 134.10 area. And we have actually three different possible actually we have a few levels that we should watch, but the most important levels are probably two extensions. The first one is the 3430 area, and the second one is even lower, and it's the 134.18. So what I can see here is that above the 134.50 there is a possibility that we retrace all the way into the into higher levels here, and we could actually retrace into this 135.40 135.30 area here. So as you can see, the situation is not very clear at the moment, because if we were expecting the weekly setup here, we wouldn't see price here, but the daily setup failed, as I showed you before. So we are now into this move lower, probably into this 132 area. So we are going to watch closely these levels, and if using the Fibonacci stalking technique we see a failure of the sequence of measurement lower in the 4-hour chart, this will confirm support in the 132 area. So I apologize if the video is a little bit longer tonight. I think it was important to explain the situation where we are at the moment, and what we saw today is fine. Fundamentals push this price below this level, and also they pushed price below the level on the daily chart that I indicated before. So that's fine. We can get a continuation lower. When the long door slams, another opportunity opens, and we can actually trade this market on the short side now into the 132 or into the 129 support area. I hope this is interesting and useful as well, so stay tuned. Don't worry about this. That's something that it happens. It's part of the method. No method is always fine, and as you can see, we had two anchors here that were equally important. So we don't know which anchor Prudent Trading is using, and we need price to show us the way. So we need to gather more information through price action. Thank you very much for your attention. I wish you a very good evening, and I'll see you tomorrow. So keep posting. Thank you for your comments on the blog and on Forex Factory, and I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you. Bye bye.